Alrighty, happy people. Double checking everything. Make sure everything's up and going. I know we're getting started a little bit early. And I know you're probably hearing, or let me rephrase that. I know you're probably tired of hearing the excuse of, I want to get the stream done so I can continue to work on my Resident Evil videos. Well, as much as you're probably tired of that excuse, it's still true. I am almost done with it, surprisingly. I literally just got to put the background audio music to it, shorten up a couple of the boss fights, and I think it's like shaved like 10 minutes. And after that, I do believe I should be done. Probably watch it just to make sure everything, transfer over correctly and all that jazz. But yeah, I should have that done by Saturday. So hopefully tomorrow, if not Sunday at the latest. And then I'll be able to get my Let's Make a Movie video, which I'm more excited about than the Platinum video. But we could talk about that later. Let's go ahead, bring all this down because everything's looking fantastic. And we can go ahead and get this started. What's up, everybody? My name's Amanda Plays 93. On today's Top Wonderful episode, we are back with Disney Dreamlight Valley. And on today, whole fantasticness, we are working here in what is it? Honey Pot Falls? Honey Falls? Yeah, Honey Falls. We're working all the way through here. We're going to try our damnedest today to decorate as much as possible over here with the Winnie the Pooh section. I am very excited about this because I've been like sitting here contemplating and trying to figure out what we can do and all that fun jazz. And I think I got an idea of what I want to do. Again, I'm trying to make a little bit of a neighborhood for Tigger, Pooh, and friends. But unfortunately, we're probably going to have to do a lot of pseudo houses because we don't have a lot of Winnie the Pooh stuff just quite yet. Which, I mean, hopefully in the future we'll get some more. But at the moment, we're just going to have to work with what we got. Alrighty, so the first main thing I wanted to do was figure out a pathway because I was kind of stuck here. Being that I know generally Winnie the Pooh, it's a lot of, what is it, like dirt pathways, rocky pathways, nothing very clean. It's not like we're going to see, that type of pathway or even that type of pathway because it's, oh God, the choo-choo jumped off the track on that one. I was going to say something about because of the way the Hundred Acre Woods is depicted, being that it's in the woods, but my choo-choo literally just went, choo-choo, whoop. That's why I went, what? I blame lack of sleep. I would really blame lack of sleep on this one. Literally all week long, it's just been up till like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning because of Resident Evil 9. If I'm not playing it, I'm editing it. If I'm not editing it, I'm dreaming of it. But the point I'm trying to make is we wouldn't see necessarily this type of pathway or this one, but we would see like a lot of mud and this type of pathway, more organic. The problem is I don't know what I want to do because I could always go and craft some more muddy pathways. But I have a lot of this and this one. I may use this one because I don't think I'm really going to need it for too terribly much over at my house or over in Imagination Land. Because Imagination Land, I plan on giving, kind of a sleek, modern design. Even though it is the 100 Acre Woods, I do want to give like a lot of this type of pavement. A lot of this type of pavement, a lot of exaggerated, bright, bold colors over there. Being that it's going to be Imagination Land with, joy, depression. I know she's called sadness, but the way she brings me down, she might as well just be my depression, I'm just saying. But joy, depression. Who else is going to be over there? I think I'm bringing Buzz over because we're getting the racetrack, and technically he has a vehicle, so he counts as being part of the races. And then there was a couple of other things I wanted to add. But we'll get there when we get there. For now, let's just grab this and see what we could do. I mean, we got 800 of these bad boys. Oh, the fact that we can't get all the way back there. Interesting. Okay, so I'm thinking something. Ooh, the question is, do I want to go all the way, or do I want to do like a courtyard thing? Ooh, a courtyard may be nice. Back that up a bit. Like a little court thing here, like a courtyard or something. It's definitely Winnie the Pooh. We got Pooh's house here, or his pseudo house. Which my question is, when he does get into the game, what's his house gonna be? I'm trying to remember if this is supposed to be a representation of Pooh's house, or if this is just somebody else's house that I can't remember. Because you gotta remember, guys, it's been like eons since I sat down and, oh god. I don't know what I did there, but that was an interesting magic trick. But yeah, it's been eons since I sat down and watched Winnie the Pooh, so my knowledge and information about it is not 100%. Okay, yeah, this is probably gonna take a minute. If only they did not get rid of that ability to grab and drag. Okay, so I'm thinking. Seriously? Seriously. Thinking putting that tree there, bringing all the bees over there. Damn hair. Oh, and I'm out of go-go juice. Here we go. Alright, yeah, let's clear all this out.
If you're wondering what to do, just listen to that little voice inside you.
No, I got it. I got it, Nana. I got it. Oh, also thinking of Nana. So remember how the other day I was struggling like a son of a bitch with the picture and I wound up taking one that I wasn't too overly satisfied with? Well, I decided to retake it. Oh, God. And I managed to finally get Nana to cooperate, but unfortunately, Cheshire Cat was not cooperating to a degree. I eventually did get him in the corner doing this, so this is the picture I wound up sending in instead of the other one. Being that I didn't really like the other one after I started looking at it, I noticed in the backdrop the way I had everything angled at. You could see it, but then you couldn't see if that made any sense. So I went ahead, redid it again, and hopefully this one is a good one. So fingers crossed on this. Fingers crossed. Okay. Uh, move this over. Yeah, I think this would be like really cute. And then bring all that over. Actually, why don't we bring Pooh's house over here? And bring Tigger over here. Yeah, something like that. Alright, cute. Ooh, which one? That is a toughie because the orangish red one back here brings out a different bit of color. This one actually matches with the rest of the scenery, though. That's the tough part. Because do we really want yellow on yellow on yellow kind of things? Also, guys, even though it's obvious, I still would like to apologize for how sluggish I'm probably going to be today because of the lack of sleep. It's not even a lack of sleep. It's like I'm getting to bed at a good time. But what's really screwing me up is like I'm not sleeping as heavy as I should be sleeping. And I'm going to be honest, I know exactly what's causing the issue. It's going to sound petty as hell, but it's true. Corky is waking me up in the morning because he's staring at me. I know that sounds weird as hell, but I really don't want to get into it. But let's just say my body has adapted to going into fight or flight syndrome when I'm asleep and my body feels like somebody's staring at me. I'm just going to leave it at that. Do what you want with that information. But yeah, my body just inattentionally acts like this. So when Corky wants to go to the bathroom, instead of getting down and, kind of prancing around or anything like that, he's just been staring at me intently. Like just far enough that it's triggering my body's instincts. And so I've been waking up aggressively because my body's just like, you're in danger. And it's just like, no, it's just Corky looking at you. Even though I should be used to this at this point, my body is still reacting kind of harshly. And yeah, it's a tad bit annoying because, I enjoy my sleep, but, it is what it is. I can't really change my body's instincts. All right, go ahead and throw that over there. All right, then we have probably I don't know. It'd make the most sense to move this over here, being that it's such a smaller house with a smaller area. But then I feel like everything's all up on one side, you know? We're gonna need that there. And then, of course, we're probably gonna need a whole bunch of these honey containers. Let's say grab it. Yeah, move that there. I don't know necessarily what to do with that. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna head to Scrooge's real quick. We're gonna go to the Winnie the Pooh section, see if there's any other cool stuff I may want or desire.
I suppose everyone's
Who's
been
my
telling me that
man?
I'm the bad guy.
Oh, greetings, neighbor.
I need to buy some stuff. Stuff and things and stuff. You know how it is. Okay. See, Winnie the Pooh, Winnie the Pooh. There we go. Okay. We'll need a few of these. 'Cause I'm thinking of doing like a Tigger birthday party or something, you know? Yeah, we're definitely gonna need a lot more of these. Dear God, for 5, it's 20? That's a lot of money for some honey pots. God, at least with this one, I get I get 7 for 21. Like, dear God, that is a lot. That is a ridiculous amount for some honey pots. I'm just saying. I feel like let me grab 2 more of these. Okay, and this is all the Easter stuff, which we will put with the holiday stuff. Which I feel like that's definitely going to be a cute section when I get over there. Do a whole holiday tree thing that's going to blend in with Nightmare Before Christmas. It's going to be pretty cool. Yeah, I think we got everything that I necessarily want Winnie the Pooh wise. Because again, my main thing was like stuff like this. Let me check the crafting.
Remember, time is money.
All right, nothing so far. Ah, okay. I'll probably have to use that for another build, but neat. Okay, okay. Okay, we already got a couple of those hanging around, so we don't need to worry about that. It is a bit surprising that we have more like Tinkerbell stuff than we do like Winnie the Pooh. Well, actually, no, now that I think about it, it kind of does make sense. Because think about it, even though Winnie the Pooh was like one of the first, things Disney did, Tinkerbell has unintentionally become the icon of Disney World, if you think about it. Let's go back to the VHS tapes. You go ahead, slide one of those bitches into the VHS player, sitting there watching it. What's one of the first things you saw? Tinkerbell come up out of the side of the TV, do her little thing, and then boom, Disney Entertainment, pop up on the screen. Granted, that's the abridged version, but you get my point. So, now that I think about it, yeah, it does make a little bit more sense why they would probably put a lot more choices for, Tinkerbell and stuff like that. Even though Winnie the Pooh is a little bit more iconic and a little bit more, I don't want to say diverse. What's the word I'm looking for? Both boys and girls could enjoy Winnie the Pooh, where Tinkerbell was more like girly, if you think about it. Hey, Willie, how's it going, man? How's it going? Came at a good time. We're in the process of trying to get all our Winnie the Pooh furniture. Ah, I need some more goose feathers. Yeah, I was just talking about the fact that at first I found it a little weird as I was scrolling that we have more like Tinkerbell like stuff, a lot of fairy stuff, especially compared to say like Winnie the Pooh. And yeah, no, now that I'm thinking about it, I think it makes sense, being that she is more like a unintentional icon compared to Winnie the Pooh, where Winnie the Pooh was already established beforehand, and Disney just happened to use his thing and made it popular. This is why, remember guys, you can use Winnie the Pooh in any form or fashion now because he is in the public domain. But it can only be the Winnie the Pooh without the red t-shirt. Apparently the red t-shirt is what makes the difference between the one in the illustration and the Disney version. Just remember that. I kind of do want to build a few more of those. I think that might be pretty interesting. Ah, the dreaded buttons. Alright, but I already have one. I may make another one. I'm so close to getting the last little feather I need. Might as well. Alright, anything else? I know what you're thinking. What about this, Amanda? This is the popcorn button. Or bucket. God damn why I'm having such a hard stroke today. Oh, wait, now I remember. Lack of sleep. Lack of sleep. Remember, guys, get your full 8 hours of rest. Otherwise, you'll be as functional as me. What do you mean don't plug the toaster up while you're in the shower? That seems ridiculous. Okay, yeah, I think we got basically everything I need or desire from crafting. Alright, thanks, Scrooge. I'll probably be back. $20 says I'll be back. That's great, Willie. That's great. Glad everything is fantastic on this beautiful Friday. I got any fantastic, swell plans for the weekend? Anything good? Unfortunately, I got nothing going on except editing. And probably watching anime. Because me and Eric still gotta watch that anime about that guy who ended up adopting the 2 twin kids that belong to the water god. Yeah, we still gotta finish that. And that other one that we had to stop because we ran out of the English dub version. Okay, a lot of Pocahontas stuff. Oh, sorry, I was just thinking, passing all this fun shenanigans up. Sorry, I'm looking at a Dazzling Beach companion home. When do you mean companion home? So I never quite looked at the title before. Out of curiosity, when they say companion home, does that mean I can actually use it like the dog houses and stuff? Hang on, we'll test that out in a second. But my initial thought was, Winnie the Pooh, very childish. They love putting on plays and stuff. Maybe I could do a play? That's an idea. You know, we got a birthday party. We got a play. It would fit in with the theme. At the end, Noah. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. It is the weekend after all. So you never know. Hopefully you find something fun to do. If not, hopefully you have fun being bored. I mean that in all sincerity too, because I've been there before where you have no plans on the weekend, you kind of just lounging around your house, nothing's really quite grasping your that spark of entertainment that you're looking for, but you really don't want to do anything. So you just have fun being bored at your house. Well, hello there, Rosaline. Welcome to the stream. Came at a good time. We're in the process of working on our Winnie the Pooh section. I'm trying to come up with some ideas of what to do, being that we're very lacking on Winnie the Pooh stuff. But I'm glad you can make it for this section, because a lot of people have been looking forward to this section. I think it's because everybody wants some ideas that we can do, and like I said, we're very, very limited on our Winnie the Pooh stuff. Which, like I was just discussing earlier, I thought was strange because we had a lot more fairy stuff than we do Winnie the Pooh stuff, but it makes sense in hindsight, being that Tinkerbell is more the icon than Winnie the Pooh. Which I find that funny that she unintentionally became, like, the icon. Like, right, yeah, you have Mickey. Mickey is the icon. Don't get me wrong. He is the icon. You see the Mickey Mouse ears, you're like, boom, that's Disney. But I'm talking about, like, inattentional icons. Tinkerbell is one of those because you see her everywhere. I mean, hell, she even has a thing for the fireworks section. I don't know if it's still a thing, but I know at one point during the fireworks, she was, like, zip line from one end to the other in front of the castle as the fireworks are going. That's how popular she is. I feel like I may want some more of these rugs. I probably should have bought more, but I was not 100% sure if I was going to use these, and if so, what for. Okay, where's the other balloons? The not cluster. Ah, there we go. Okay, so if I'm going to do a stage thing, sorry, it just popped in my head as well. The little furniture for Piglet, that little tiny furniture for Piglet, that would be super cute as well. Oh God, where's the tiny furniture though? Even though I know Piglet's not here. Pseudo shit. Pseudo. Look at this little tiny chair. Aw. I'm about to say, I know there's a table that goes with this. A little tiny table. Oh no, you're good, Willie. You're good. You didn't really miss much yesterday. It was just Infinity Nick, and we were just chit-chatting about the update coming out next week, debating on whether or not I should pull on the new banner and stuff like that. So you didn't really miss much. I'm sorry about your friend, though. I hope his dad's okay. It's very devastating anytime that happens. Okay, where is the tiny table? I know the tiny table exists. I've seen the tiny table. I've used the tiny table. Not in a build. Because it's one of those. I never really had a purpose to use the tiny table because again, it's so tiny. It's just really hard to use. I think that's just a regular size one. Yeah. I had to stop right here next to the bees, didn't I? That's the reason why I moved the bees to the back. All right, come on, tiny little table. I need you. Too big. Too big. Now, there is no way I've used it already. It's impossible. I've never used it in a build before. Because again, aha! Damn it, no. Now, it would be weird if they let us keep the tiny chairs, but took away the tiny table. Because again, we have the tiny little furniture. Why steal that? Why take that from us? Oh, he could. Oh, I am so sorry to hear that. Hopefully he doesn't, but if it's caught in time, it could be treatable. Fingers crossed though, everything goes great for you guys. Like seriously, your prayer or my prayers are with your friend. I think that's how the saying goes. I'm gonna go to Scrooge's real quick. Oh, wait, first, before we go to Scrooge's. Ah, okay, so yeah, it is just like the little house stuff you can get, like the dog house and stuff like that. Okay, cool. I was just curious. All right, let me go back to Scrooge's real quick. I don't think it'll be in here, but I just want to double check. I think they're in the crafting station, because either I'm gaslighting myself into thinking we still have the tiny table and they just let us keep the tiny chairs,
Oh,
or I'm completely
greetings,
missing the tiny
neighbor.
table altogether. All right, let me see here. Actually, let me type in tiny first. Seriously, that's the only thing that pops up? Okay. I guess we will do it this way. I'm on a mission right now. Give me a second, guys. I'm literally on a mission. Yeah. That may be it. That may be it. But if that's it, what the hell did I use the table for? What did I use it to? If that is the table, what did I use that table for? Now I'm asking myself these questions. Alright, once we step out, I will see about that. I mean, it's named something different compared to the other tables. It's called a small table.
Just so you know, I've got some new goods at the store.
Excuse me, Nana. Just like shoved her out my way. Oh, I'm sorry. I misread that. I thought you said your friend's dad went to the ER. Oh, God, that's your dad. Your dad. Ooh, still though, my condolences go out, man. My condolences definitely go out. It's never a good day when you have to deal with that. It truly is never a good day when you have to deal with that. Unfortunately, when me and Eric first started dating, his mother contracted cancer, and that was painful to watch. That was painful to watch. It wasn't because I didn't really know her all that well. It was just watching the rest of the family just fall apart. Watching Eric just fall apart. But yeah, my heart and my condolences and my prayers go out to you, man. That shit's never, never fun. Ah, small. There we go. Okay, yeah, that would make sense why I would use this table, being that it's small. I don't know. I feel honestly, I feel like even the small table is too big for the smallest people. Think about that. They would sit down. They would just be eye level. I don't know. Let me check the crafting. Out of curiosity, is this? Nope. I'm gonna check the crafting for the small table, the tiny table, just to double check, because that may not even be the table.
Being here's almost as good as playtime.
Oh, 85. Not bad. 85 is definitely a good. Yeah, let's make sure I was reading that right. I gasped it myself for a second. I thought maybe I read that as 86. I had to double check that. Like, wait a minute. But 85, though, that's actually pretty good. All right, yeah, I don't see it at all. So that has to be the table. Nana, I was say, would you mind since you kind of threw that at me? Me cocoa juice. Well, that's bizarre. Alrighty. And then we need a stage. I know we got quite a few number of stages. See, we got this stage. I mean, I like it, but I feel like it would definitely look a lot better on like a beachy vibe. So maybe more towards Maui and Moana section. That may look a lot better. Because we will have the seashell stage over in the Little Mermaid section. Oh, that actually could be good at Dazzling Beach. I don't know. I gotta get through my princess section before I start working on the Dazzling Beach. Oh yeah, we could do like a little stage, a little production. I don't know. I think that might be too much. But if I am gonna use it, where would I use it though? It's a Rockstar stage. The Sorry, I'm trying to visualize in my head real quick. Oh no, it works for Sherlock Holmes. You know, he can go to his mind palace and not look like an idiot. But you ever thought about that? What does Sherlock Holmes look like when he's in his mind palace? Because as you're watching the show, you go into the mind palace with him, so you're inside of his palace, you're hearing his thoughts and all that shit. But what does it look like from the outside perspective? You're just talking to Sherlock. You're like, Sherlock, we can't seem to figure out how this man killed this other man. Can you tell us? And you look over at Sherlock, and he's just Sherlock. Hello, Sherlock. Like that's how I imagine that. Like seriously, that's how I at least imagine what Sherlock looks like. All right, let's see here. So what would be cute for the stage? I think it may be a cute production if we grab Goofy. And I want to grab something else, but I don't know if I want to grab the thorns or the pillar. Alrighty. Oh god, that visual glitch again where the rain's not showing up, but we can hear it. Okay, so we need something for Piglet, we need something for Eeyore, we need something for Tigger, Pooh, Rabbit, Owl, and then ruin his mom. So we got something for Pooh, Tigger, Rabbit, Piglet. What can we do with Piglet? What could we do with Piglet? Because, yeah, we have this, but I want to do a little bit more, but I just don't know what. Oh, he's the last one on your family side. It always sucks when that intentionally ends up happening. I'm gonna be honest, you're probably feeling very scared right now. I'm willing to bet you're probably feeling real scared, and for a multitude of reasons, because it's probably the same way I've looked at it, where, you think about your mom and about or your dad and how much you love them, you care for them, and that you really couldn't live without them. And then you're faced with the reality of it's going to happen. You're going to have to live without them at some point. And so it's like an overwhelming feeling of just like, I don't want to do that, because once that happens, you're kind of an orphan if you think about that. Like I said, that is, once your parents die, you are classified as an orphan. And it really, really sucks. So, I feel you, man. I feel you. That's a scary thought. Scary thing you're going to have to deal with. And I do apologize. You got to go through it. It sucks. It truly sucks that this is happening to you. But like I said, I hope my thoughts and prayers find you well. And hopefully, fingers crossed, nothing bad will come up from the scams. I'm sure you're dealing with a lot of emotions right now. So good vibes, positive vibes. Alright, yeah, we're probably going to have to go back to Scrooge and buy a couple of these. Okay, so with Winnie the Pooh, bring that further back. Alrighty, so what I'm thinking is with Pooh, we're gonna have a honey party going on. Just all the honey, all the great times. Of course, we're gonna have like a reading area, which is gonna be like the centerpiece, being that, Hundred Acre Woods was originally a story written. Oh God, who wrote it? Who the hell wrote it? I cannot remember the author who wrote Winnie the Pooh. Like, seriously, I cannot think of his name. But yeah, he wrote it way back in the day, so I feel like that's kind of a nice, tribute to him. A little, like, reading area surrounded by the honey pot section. And we'll have Rabbit's house and his farm. Okay. We can have Eeyore's play. Maybe. Or we just do something regular with that. The thing with Eeyore is going to be very challenging trying to find something for him to do, being that he's just sad. He's just sad. Of course, we're going to have, like, Tigger's fun place. Alright, let me make one more trip to Scrooge's for some more of these tiger rugs. Aw. My water's out.
What? Boy, howdy!
Scrooge, my
place
man.
is good day, dear.
Oh, we need to buy, like, 5 of these.
Thank you kindly.
Alright, hopefully we don't need to come back to Scrooge's in any time soon, so... Fingers crossed and all that. There we go. Okay, let us start with Tigger's house. Oh, you can't get that any closer? Oh, well, I think that looks good. The fencing. Ooh, the pale wooden fence may look good. Especially all through here. Because the only other choice we got, I think when it comes to fencing, is the white, picket fence, which is very basic in color, which, yeah, kind of fits with the theme. I think it's a little too basic. I don't know. Yeah, we could actually make some more of this. Color-wise, it goes a lot better. Yeah, I might actually go with this one. Let's see, replace. Oh, seriously? There we go. Now let's try that again. What? Wait, what? I'm sorry. Confucius is very confused right now. Hang on, let's try that again. I don't know. I don't know. Confucius is very confused right now, so we're just gonna delete it all. That's replacing shits. It's not working for me, bro. I don't know what is going on. Ah, okay. I see what might have been triggering that. So you see, this doesn't get on the rugs, but the other one was on the rug. So that could explain why it was acting a little bit weird. All right, that's fine by me. I was just very confused for a second. All right, we're just gonna need probably a little bit here, a little bit more around here. All right, there we go. Ooh, we're gonna need to find some more barn wood. We got plenty of rustic hinges. I got to that. Okay. At the end of the day, it is a bit quicker to do this. Thank you, Spin. Uh-huh, and who's the funky looking reindeer? That is also Spin. Oh, okay. I swear, Olaf hit a new form of stupidity that I ever seen in that movie. Okay, let me bring... I'll bring that over by one so I can extend this by one more. All right, cute. All right, we got a good little layout. Now, let me see. Do I have a pseudo house for rabbit? Hmm. Unfortunately, it looks like I'm very limited. I don't have any, like, homes and trees and stuff like that. Well, don't get me wrong, we got the enchanted forest. But I'm planning on using this and my princess build. Not quite sure how I'm going to implement it in the build itself, but we'll figure that out when we get there. Alrighty. Ooh, wait a minute. What about that thing I picked up. I mean, it's not the grandest, not the greatest thing, but it sure as hell gets the point across. You know, Rabbit's house. Yeah, we'll go with that. Might not be the best pseudo house, but it's an idea. All right. This could probably be not only for the author, but for the owl himself, being the owl was one of the bigger readers of the bunch. We got something for Pooh. Yeah, I feel like this would be Eeyore, and then this would be Piglet. No, wait, this would be Piglet. This could be... Yeah, wait, God, I'm on the fence about this. Point is bring that over, and bring this over. Alright, let's work on Rabbit. Little place. Oh, I'm gonna clean up back there. Alright, move that over. Because we are going to sprinkle a little bit of honey jars around here. Because you got to remember, Rabbit did carry honey. That's why Pooh always went over there asking Rabbit specifically for honey. Because he always knew he had a stash somewhere. I mean, fair enough for him hiding it, though. I mean, I would start hiding my food, too. Some fat-ass cat waltzing into my house eating it all. Like, Pooh, I love you, but you had an eating problem. I'll say it here, folks. Pooh had an eating disorder. The man ate anything that looked like honey. Ooh, wait, now let's bring that over here. And then we can have... Seriously? One random little flower. One random little flower found its way. Okay. So now let's grab the regular white picket fence. I think this will do us very well over here with Rabbit. Alright, let me double check something before I continue on. I'm a little concerned that I can't get back here. Okay, as long as I can get back here. That's all that truly matters, as long as I can get back there. Yeah, bring that all the way over. Alrighty. Alright, cute. We definitely have to dig a lot of this up. And then I'm thinking carrots and a couple of other things. Oh, I'm trying to remember what rabbit was growing in his garden. I want to say it was carrots, lettuce, and something else. So I want to say the joke is he was growing stuff that he, as a rabbit, would actually eat. Alrighty, then we got. We're not saying who's got an addiction problem, but like I said, he definitely had an eating problem. Man loved his honey, maybe a little too much. Is there such thing? Possibly. You could love honey a bit too much. Also, funny enough, I don't think you're supposed to eat too much honey to begin with, just as a normal human person. I know babies can't have it. I think about the protein or something in the honey itself just doesn't break down when a baby digests it, but I want to say for us as an adult, we can eat it, but we can't eat too much of it. Why? Just having that moment for catfish. Just why? Why not? There we go. Oh, it's because it was sideways. I forget about that sometimes. And never forget like I do, but never forget that when it comes to placing stuff on tables, if you had it skewed at an angle, it's not going to go center at all. You're going to have to readjust it to make it straight, put it in the center, then readjust it again to hit that angle you want. A little aggravating, sure, but I guess the best they can do when it comes to placement with the squares. May just throw off the, I guess, not necessarily game mechanics, but the coding or something within the game, and it might freak out. Alrighty, so we're gonna need. Alright, and this is all our poo party. Alrighty, then we're gonna have our well back over here. Unfortunately, you can't put it over here. I would love to actually stick it here, but unfortunately, you can't stick anything here. I won't even let you put pathways. Look at that. A little disappointing. Not gonna deny that. Alright, let me. Oh, I don't know. Should I bring this down and bring it closer to the well? Yeah, then bring this over. Alright, let me grab another feather so I can craft another one. 'Cause I feel like having 2 of those would be nice. Oh, look, the rain came back with a vengeance. There we go. All right, back to the crafting station. Out of curiosity, would it just be easier if I just teleported? Alrighty, it should be in the Winnie the Pooh section. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. Just fair enough. Alright, so we got a blue one. Let's craft a pink one. Back over here. I will admit that is a lot of spacing that it uses. I am a tad bit worried now that I crafted that may be too much, being that they are so large. Let's hold that off. Wait a minute. No. Yes. No. Yes. Sorry. Something just popped in my head. I have a whole bunch of balloons, right? Like higher balloons like this. I could do a higher balloon park. But the reason why I'm like, yes, no, is because would it actually go over here with Winnie the Pooh? Or would that go somewhere else? Because I could put that in the meadow. Or something like that. We'll leave this one for now. Alrighty. I don't know if it's classified as fences or if it's classified as books. I'm looking for that book fence. I may not have any, so I may have to craft some, but let's just see. Because we don't want to go full library mode, because I definitely want to make a crazy library. But I do want to put some books and stuff around to spruce up the area. Okay, and I may have to craft some more of that fencing. So let's go back to the crafting station. And once we get done crafting what we gotta craft, we'll take about a 5, do some voting. Ooh, would that be under fencing? No, no, not. Let's go with book and see if it pops up. Nope. All right, I guess we'll do it this way. See, I know it when I see it. I'm not even seeing it. What the hell? Did I pass it? Possibly. I know to do that a couple of times. If I knew what it was called, I would just type it in, but I don't know what it was called. I want to say it was something you had to craft. Because I specifically remember crafting them, I do believe. Unless I'm gaslighting myself, which again wouldn't be the first time. The amount of times I have done that is ridiculous. Yes, I totally crafted this, right? Nope, it's in Scrooge's store the entire time. Ah, there it is. Let's get as many as we can. Let's do about 32. Alrighty. Whew. That took way longer than I wanted to take. It's kind of stupid that it doesn't pop up as fencing when it would make great fencing. That's fine though. We'll just scroll down. Look at the storybooks section. Alright, a little bit more. Easter. Oh, we're definitely gonna want to put a couple of those down. All right. Anything else? Yes, I got a whole bunch of like balloons like this. That's why I'm on the fence of should I do a balloon park like with the concert or the play, or should I just do its own little thing? That I don't know. That's kind of what I'm on the fence about. Ah, they still haven't fixed this? Maybe one day they'll be able to fix it. For some reason, this never wants to rotate, like, at all. Ever since I've gotten it, it's never want to rotate. Okay, I think we are good at the current moment. Let's go ahead and take a seat and do some voting. You know, it would be really cute if you could actually sit down in this chair. I just imagine that. Alright, flap a squat. Thank God when I'm in the pictures, the bees shut up. Alright, now I did a little bit of voting earlier. Had some good photos, but then went off, did something, came back to do a little bit more voting, and then I got a bunch of random selfies. So I don't know how well it's gonna go, but let's see. Skip. Skip. I mean, that's a random selfie, but at least it's a selfie on theme. I'll give you my pity vote. Mainly just because I haven't been able to vote too terribly much because a lot of things have been either quest photos or all themed selfies. Which again, selfies aren't a problem. Like case in point, this selfie. If there was a photo that pairing with it, that was just like a random selfie of like say Elsa or something. Hell, not even Elsa. Let's throw in Kristoff. A random selfie of Kristoff facing a black wall doesn't really fit the theme, does it? I'm gonna go left. Oh, that's creative. Use fairy godmother's house as backdrop. Okay. Yeah, we'll go left. Oh, he looks so handsome. All right, you get my last pity vote, man. You get me my last pity vote. Mainly, like I said, it's just because I haven't been able to vote for too many pictures. So you get my pity vote. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, because you gotta not only dress, but to decorate a section to make it look all, I guess flowery, naturey, and stuff like that. And unfortunately, I know last couple of ones I voted on have been like not random selfies, but selfies with Pocahontas with a little bit going on in the background. A little bit better than what I was dealing with earlier. Yeah, see, case in point, random quest photo. I like that. I do. I don't know exactly what the room's gonna be, but I like that. We'll go left. Okay, okay. Basic, but nice. And just a random selfie. We'll go left. Random selfies. Okay, here we go now. Oh, that's a lovely concept. Now that I'm looking at it, somebody's right. Something about the Bambi topiary just doesn't look right. From this angle, he looks shocked as hell. Just, like did somebody take this bush and chop it to look like what Bambi probably looked like when he found out his mother died? That's what it looks like. Just, that's why. Okay. Yeah, no, I was gone with him for a minute, like, yeah, you're right. Something about it's just not right, but I couldn't put my finger on it until I saw this angle. There it is. There it is. It's the look of shock on his face. That's why it doesn't look right. But the picture's gorgeous, by the way. The picture is gorgeous. Another adorable one. Okay. Ah, I want to give that more to left, though. I do like that. Like, those are really great photos. Both of those are really great photos. But I'm going to go left on that. This one. Okay. Couple of more little basic photos. But they're nice. They're nice. We'll go right. Okay, cute. Oh, cute, cute, cute. Left. Okay, I like this one. Little walk through nature. On a nice little sunflower dress. I love sadness in the background. Just, do you mind? That's adorable. Oh, this one's tough because they both have some really, really interesting backdrops. I have my eyes drawn to left. I don't know why. Okay, cute. Using the picnic blanket. All right. And this one. All right. We'll go left. Oh, I like this concept now. This is nice. Oh, this one's lovely as well. Both very gorgeous. Yeah, I want to give it a right though. All right, cute. Threw a whole bunch of flowers around. Got a lot going on. Okay. And this one, lovely. A little simple backdrop, but it's cute. Um, you know what? We'll go right because I like the framing for right better. Don't get me wrong, left is gorgeous, but I'm not a big fan of the frame. I don't know why. Just something about it's just not really catching my eye, if that makes any sense. Even though it's visually appealing and it's gorgeous, there's a lot going on. I don't know why the simplicity of rice is really calling to me. Okay, nice. Oh, I love this one too. Okay, so we'll go right. All right, we'll do about 5 more photos since we're kind of on a roll now. And get back to decorating. All right, that's lovely. And this one's also nice. We'll go more right because we haven't been really voting on a lot of like ice stuff. Oh, that's cute. Very cute. Oh, okay. And this one's nice. Very basic, but it's nice. Right, we'll go right. Yes. Okay. And we'll go right. Not really much going on in the background, but okay. Kind of the same Z's going on over here. Yeah, but the outfit does go a little bit more with what's going on in the backdrop, so we'll go left. Oh, that's cute. I love what you've done with the siding right here. That's definitely cute. This one's difficult. Mainly because this one's got the outfit, but this one's got the backdrop going for it. Yeah, I'm gonna go right. I don't know why, but I really like that one. I think it is because of the outfit. I do like that outfit. Don't get me wrong, the Jester outfit's cute and stuff, but when I got this outfit, I was just like, it's very normal, if that makes sense, especially compared to some of the other outfits we've been getting. And I like it, very basic, but in a good way. All right, cute and cute, but we'll go right. All right, I think this is the last set of photos we're gonna look at the current moment. Not 100% sure. We'll see what happens when I get done voting on this. And left or right? Left or right? We'll go right. Oh, this one's cute. For a very basic photo, it's adorable. And this is a quest photo. So we'll go left. Alrighty. Not bad, not bad. Not the greatest, but it's a lot better than what we were having earlier within the week. So yeah, my assumption is right. By the time we get to Friday, the voting process seems to be a little bit more nicer about showing on-theme topic photos compared to Wednesday, where every time we vote, most of the time, not saying the entire time, but most of the time, it's random selfies or quest photos or things that just don't fit the theme. Alrighty, so let's... Actually, do you think the honey party would be better over here and then move this over here? Yeah, let me back that up, actually. And then move all of this over here. We'll have one over here for Pooh. There we go. How close can I get it? Mm. Ah, okay, so I can get about right here. Now we just gotta find something to fill this in. Wait a minute, what is blocking? Is it the damn flower? Well, initially it was this, but now I think it's the damn flower. Yeah, move that down a bit so I can at least work over here. Yeah, about right here. So we're just gonna have to bring that back just a bit. There we go. I don't know about that. Oh, wrong thing. That's that. 'Cause I'm not 100% sure. But again, I cannot concentrate with the buzzing of the bees in my ear getting on my damn nerves. I may make that a tad bit longer. Ah, I wish there was a better connective when it comes to these corners. Yeah, we're probably gonna do it like that. Oh, you can get like really, really close to this shit. Alright, cool. Gotta bring that over here. Alright, get that about right there. That is cute. Alright, let's see. Got about 20 more pieces to work with. Actually, how would I look if I did like that? Okay, interesting. Oh, it's a little short. Okay, if I was to bring this down a bit. Alright, then we're just gonna have to bring all this over. I said all this over. Damn it, game, why are you playing games with me? Just bring it over. Someone's got jokes. There we go. Oh wait, that's further inwards. What? No, no, that's about the best we're gonna get it. Alright. Eh. It's close, but it's no cigar. I don't want to use the yellow one. Okay, so we're gonna have to readjust probably this back end. Yeah, there we go. Like I said, we're probably gonna have to readjust that back end, which is exactly what we had to do, but that looks great. Looks wonderful. We're probably gonna have to readjust the pathway. Go ahead and just chop all that. There we go. A little bit more complicated than I was trying to go for, but you know what? It works. Alright. Alright, good. Nothing reverted back. I give it the rain. Welcome back again, rain. There we go. It's like, can I not stick that in the corner? I think that would be super cute back there. And then stick this one here. No, no. Here, but bring it down a bit. And put that one in there. Ooh. Yeah, bring that over as much as we can. There we go. We're definitely gonna have to probably sprucing this up a bit. A little bit like that should do us. Make it look a little bit more fuller, you know? Bring that over just a wee bit more. Perfect. Now to bring that up here. Alright, this would be the Pooh Bear Honey Extravaganza Restaurant. I don't know. We're making up the name as we go. Go ahead and move all that over. Oh, come on. Alrighty, that should be that. Now we need some fencing. What kind of fencing am I feeling again? Hang on, something doesn't sound right. Yep, there we go. Sorry, when I went to adjust my headphones, I guess I hit the monitoring button again. I noticed it. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but I can hear it in my headphones. It's oh god, how does it work? Or basically it reverts my own audio back to me. And usually when it's off, you know, I have no problem. I could just hear the game. But when it gets clicked on, I can somewhat tell because the audio just sounds different. And it's not necessarily I can hear myself. It's just the audio just sounds different. Now, the further I turn it up, the more I'll be able to hear my voice. But most of the time when I accidentally hit it, I only bump it up to about 5, maybe a 15 or something like that. I think the most was like a 20-something. Just a little like behind the scenes shit when it comes to picking out headphones. Again, these are not bad headphones. Like, I like the quality of headphones when it comes to this brand of headphones. It sounds good. It's just the mic for me. It's just the mic. The fact that I gotta put on like 20 different filters just to sound somewhat normal really aggravates me, but it is what it is. Can't exactly afford the one I really, really want, which is a replacement for my Kitty Razor headset. I really want that replacement, but those headphones are like, I think $200, and I got those on sale like years and years ago for like $100. I think the white picket fence may do us here. But the pale wood also goes. Yeah, I think I may use the pale wood. Oh crap, why did I do it like that? I need to grab it like this. I don't want to put it too far. Yeah, just like that. Oh yeah, I want like 2 or 3 of those. No, 4 of those sprinkled over there. Thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening. Yeah, bring that right across there. Bring that over there. I may actually take this, put the party stuff over at Tigger's, being that maybe Tigger's throwing a party. And this could just be Pooh Bear's Honey Emporium. Where you get to taste and try the most delicate honey out there. Hang on, something's not right there where that table's at. Okay. Yeah, I knew something wasn't right there. Alright. Move the table here. And then bring this down. Fantastic. Alright, we're probably gonna need to craft another table. Yeah, so let's go. Let's craft another table. And I'm looking at the time. Once we craft said table, where am I going? Yeah, once we craft said table, we'll do a little bit of more voting. And then we'll wrap up for today. I know today was not the most exciting stream out there. And my brain is only going about, 3 miles an hour. But I feel accomplished. We got a lot done today. I feel very accomplished. I do want to check out seating, though, while I'm here. See if there's maybe a cute little, honey chair or something. I don't know. I mean, I kind of like the idea of that. Yeah, why not? 2, 4, 6. Oh, I don't have enough mud for that. Never mind. And we do have a couple of those. We don't need to go too crazy when it comes to the seating, being that, Pooh and them, they're not very eccentric, you know? I feel like maybe some of these basic chairs should do us. Mm, got 6 of those. But we have so many of these basic ones, so why don't we... Nah, it doesn't quite go with the theme, though. Nah, a little too basic. I may have to sit here and debate more on the chairs. So I would like more of a theme-like chair, being that we have honey tables. But we'll have to worry about that next week. Let's do a few little extra things of voting, and then we'll wrap up for today. So we'll do about 3 photos. Ooh. All right, beautiful. Both of these are beautiful, gorgeous, breathtaking. Either. Let me have a stroke. It's so beautiful. I'm having a stroke here. That's how good they are, people. These pictures right here are so good. I'm having a stroke. We'll go right though. I really like that one. Oh, fabulous. All right, cool. I'm gonna give it a left. Oh, I like that. Oh, it looks like a deer. All right, lava girl. All right, cool. We'll go left. Oh man, now here are the good photos, people. Here they are. We just had to pretend to wrap up for today, and then all the good photos showed up. Both of these are really creative. Like, I'm not gonna lie, this is very simple because they only have like the colors of the wind thing and the frozen thing back here, but it looks pretty good. And same thing with this, very simple. Just a couple little flowers in the backdrop. A very crisp, clean photo. Very good. I want to go right though. Okay, lovely little setup. This one's also nice. Okay. Ooh, both of these are fantastic. But I'm gonna give it a right. I love the lighting on that. Gorgeous. And this one. Ooh, this one's fun. All right, we'll go right. Oh, this one's lovely too. Finally, some good photos. I'm gonna be honest. I liking the one on right. Ooh, look at this setup. Oh, beautiful. And then this one's also nice. I love the squirrel. I love the little squirrel. I'm gonna have to give it a right though. Oh man, just stop the press with all these great photos. Just stop the press. All right, so we know the exact time we need to start voting too, people. We know the exact day and time. Friday at 3:40. No, sorry, 3:30. What was it? 8:39 in the afternoon. Perfect timing. We'll go left. Oh, that one's great too. This one's a little basic, but it's nice. I'm gonna go right. All right. Whew. Oh man, that was definitely good photos, guys. Good photos at the end. Definitely was thrilled by that. I'm not even gonna deny that. Some great photos. But at this point we are about a minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes over. So why don't we go ahead and start wrapping things up for today? Oh, I hope everybody who has watched, is watching, will watch. I hope you enjoy. I hope everybody has a fantastic, wonderful night. And guys, don't forget to enjoy my Disney Dreamlight content or any of the other fun, fantastic things I do here on the channel. You know what to do. You know what to always do, especially if you're having a fantastic and wonderful time enjoying all the slow process of watching me decorate this entire valley. I'm gonna be honest, we did pretty well today. We did pretty well today, but that's a story for a different day. So until then, my friends, y'all take care, have a blessed day, and hopefully I see y'all in another fantastic and wonderful episode here on the channel.